11 grams, the golden part of your complete breakfast.
A hungry giant!
Hungry for a big honey taste.
Big taste, honeycomb, big taste.
Honeycomb taste!
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
When it comes to butter and margarine, I trust cows more than chemists. John Dye Gasso quoted it rightly. Today, people pay real money to eat fake food. Packing is what sells a product. It is a common saying, but this was never supposed to be meant for food. Affordable, packaged, processed and lab-grown food is the reason for over 60,000 mortalities every year. Packaged food is also the reason today America and other nations are going through an obesity epidemic, and mind you, the conditions are worsening year after year. America ranks number 1 in most deaths caused by poor food choices, followed by India on the second. Research has shown that even small amounts of processed food alter the chemical balance in our brain and cause negative mood swings along with noticeable dips in energy. It is not even a century ago when food was sold openly without an external packaging, but after the World Wars, plastic packaging was mainly used to prevent food spillage during the transportation of food. But with time, food packaging became a norm, and with boosted production of polythene, it became the favorite packaging material. And why wouldn't it? It was cheap and readily available. But with passing years, all kinds of food began to come in the market in plastic packaging and attractive advertisements on it. In fact, vegetables, fruits, pulses, rice and everything else that didn't require packaging was now sold in plastic packing. And soon this played with the minds of the masses, and people started believing that packaged food was superior in quality. No sooner did the brands realize this disbelief that was floating around the public than they began to charge a premium for their packaged food. As the time passed, packaging just didn't become a norm but a way of marketing for the brands. And after packaged food, the industry grew in a J-curve. With new innovations in food technology like extended shelf life, frozen food items, processed food and meat, and pseudo-vegan, fake, organic, and healthy food products, the ready-to-eat and premixed food options became really popular. And today, most of us consume 95% or more of packaged food, and almost 77% of the time, the packaged material is not even real food but processed and lab-grown food. And as they are available for cheaper prices, nobody questions the authenticity either. The food that has an extended shelf life contains cancerous substances. The frozen food items contain microplastic and other harmful chemicals. The processed, lab-grown meat is not even real meat. The premixes are the most unhealthy options available in the market. As the false belief about packaged food being superior in quality was spread around, the packaged food industry left no stone unturned and began to present the package in a way where the front of the package tells us the entire story. The front part was designed so attractively that for years nobody was concerned with the information of the ingredients, and it was only after a long time when food companies were forced to put the ingredients on the backside. But that didn't really help the public much, as the affordable price and attractive frontage was enough for the product to be picked up. The food industry has made humans their lab rats and fool us with different gimmicks like the low-calorie food, which is not really healthy and may promote obesity, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and maybe other chronic diseases. The meat that was once a source of protein, with lab-grown meat, the nutrients of the food are lost and unhealthy. Alien substances are mixed in our food to enhance taste, color, and also to buff the meat. Chemicals are injected directly into it. People today have stopped questioning not due to less concern, but due to lack of will. They know they are consuming poison but are too busy with other aspects of life to focus on it. 60% of working professionals depend completely on packaged and processed food for their entire diet. When the problems in health began to raise a concern in the minds of people, the food companies propagated a new agenda that with the increase in population and increase in demand but limited land and resources, it is impossible to grow food for everybody, And as people began believing this, they started a new trend of organic food and began selling it again at 5 times, 6 times premiums. So, the companies that first sold processed food at premium by making people believe that they were better in quality, and then when questioned about authenticity, they began selling the so-called organic food at premiums again. And today, people have again started believing the facade that to eat real and healthy food, we are supposed to and will have to pay extra money. The manipulative marketing strategies are nowhere hidden from the world. From labels like all neutral, all organic, zero added sugar, iodized salt, low fat food, low calorie food, gluten-free, etc. All these labels on our food packs are the first step in misleading the public, as they create a false sense of belief that the food that the individual is consuming has exaggerated health benefits. If these misleading health claims are not enough, they play with the psychology of public and with their emotions. They produce advertisements and show bondings between mother and children, friends, relatives, and everything else that would trigger human emotions. Using the color and design psychology is another mental gimmick that food companies use. Celebrity endorsements are another such manipulative strategy, where the fan favorite are seen consuming sugary beverages, palm oil fried snacks, unhealthy health drinks that claim to control sugar levels or boost immunity. In real life, the same celebrities keep these food items at least few feet away from them, but don't hesitate to promote and influence their fans to buy and consume them. And as the common public watches their favorite celebrities endorsing such things, they buy it too, as it begins to create a sense of desirability and credibility in their minds. Often in high-calorie and high-junk content foods, the packages are labeled smartly with distorted portion information by manipulation of serving size that falsely makes the food seem lower in calorie and healthy. One such example of this would be the back packaging of Nutella or mayonnaise or cheesy dips and many more items that provide the calories, fat and other ingredients only based upon just one portion size, which misleads the public in every manner. The strategy of impulse marketing is another gimmicky way for the food companies to play with human minds, as most of the unhealthy snacks and canned foods will be shelved at eye level in supermarkets or are decorated near the billing counters that makes them an excellent impulse buying option. Biggest scam of the processed food industry are the organic food options and the in-trend vegan food industry. The food that is labeled as vegan and plant-based often contains extracts of animal fat, and not just that, the people who think vegan food is superior and ultimate are the biggest fools. Hence, it's been said that veganism is a scam. It's mind-boggling what those vegan people think is healthy and how they eat. It's insane that many of them are hostile and ignorant. Around 50 years ago, the sugar industry came up with a study that blamed fat and animal products for heart disease and other issues like that. Albeit, the truth is the other way around. Plant-based butter, margarine, has been promoted as healthy, while in reality it's devastating. Most plant oils are inflammatory. Plant-based eating won't provide all the nutrients and minerals required. It's somewhat possible to compensate with certain nuts and seeds, but it's complicated and quite expensive. Sugar causes and promotes a huge list of diseases, including cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, heart disease. Yet, no one in those vegan communities seem to care about sugar. They aren't even aware, maybe. And soy, yet another problem. Not to mention those fake meats and all those processed plant-based health products for vegans. So, who really benefits from that? The food industry and the pharmaceutical industry are linked. They are profit-oriented. Before you say that a business needs to make profits, think about this. How cool is to make profits at the expense of people's poor health and misery? There are still people among us who believe that the pharmaceutical companies want to make us healthy. It's just like some other idiot who believes that the earth is flat. Funny how they both need to wake up and face reality. It won't be untrue that the food that was supposed to be our source of life is slowly killing us, and the people have just seemed to accept it. The average human life expectancy has dropped down by 23%, and chronic disease are more common than ever today. It seems the only few ways to save yourself are the following. Snack on fresh fruits or salads rather than chips, cookies, etc. Limit your eating out. Do not consume sugary drinks over water. Stop buying frozen food. All these, even followed strictly, won't save you completely, but will definitely lessen your chances to be poisoned and save you from lifelong, life-threatening diseases.